Am I the wrongdoer for not taking a side in my parents' relationship? My 33F, parents 63F, and 78M, parents have had some huge argument in the last year. Actually 6 months after I had my first baby. My father announced that my mother has had an affair with my uncle, totally untrue and crazy to think so, some 10 years ago while my aunt was in the hospital with cancer. My father is a very egocentric man. I grew up in a very patriarchal family, where my mother was the housewife and everything had to be done to my father's liking. He never apologizes for anything. And my mother was always the one to beg him to forgive her even if he was wrong, just to please him. I had a lot of guilt growing up, because my mother used to tell me that she stopped working to raise me. I am also very much self-dependent. I have a great fear of depending on a man for anything, even if I have the most loving husband. I'm saying this to stress that maybe I'm not the most sensitive person because of this. Now my father is clearly making this up in a desperate effort to control her and gaslight her. And when it didn't work, he was too proud to admit it. Now the family is ruined. They can't enjoy their first grandchild, because are always in a drama. Still live together but won't talk to each other and just pass each other in the hallways. My father was a managing director of a small company and was bringing all the money. Used to give them to my mother. But a few years back he stopped. Now she has some savings, but is worried she doesn't have enough to go by. She is renting 1 apartment and 2 garages and gets money from there. I have told her I will support her as well. To me she has more than enough, but maybe not the lavish lifestyle she had before. I told her to get a divorce and that I will help, but she doesn't want to. I have told my father that I don't believe him and that I don't want him to insult my mother. But my mother is calling me the because I'm not doing enough and still talk to him and see him. And don't tell him to stop this. I know if it comes down to telling him he should stop this or be done with me, he will not talk to me again. But I'm not sure I want to break all ties with my father even if he is not a nice man. Am I the wrongdoer? Apologies if there are some spelling errors. Not a native speaker.